Hello everybody, this is episode 33 of the Pentagon Challenge, and I'm not going to waste your time. This is the biggest challenge yet. I thought beating the reigning champions would start something of a renaissance, but it's proven to be just a flash in the pan. We actually bottom of the table now, 4 points away from safety, and we really have not lived up to expectations, and I have only 8 games to turn this season around, and it starts with a must win, a relegation 6-pointer against Hangzhou. They are just 2 points clear of us, so win today at home will bring us back into 15th position, and it'll give us some sort of platform to attack the likes of Tianjin and Jiangsu. But the pressure has been mounting on me so badly. Like, the board haven't actually been too mean, but I was insecure at one point. But let's see what on earth has happened. Well, let's just say penalties are not my friend. I escaped South Africa to get away from penalties, and I ended up losing 5-4 in penalties. But the worst thing was we were 4-3 up on the last kick, and it was missed by Fen Yang. Like, literally, he's not a good penalty taker. I admit it was a poor decision, but you know, you've no choice really. If he had scored that penalty, it would have been 5-3, game over. But then in the sudden death, it turned into a 5-4 situation, and we were knocked out of the FA Cup. So that seemed to put a dagger into the heart of the players, and of course it was a very busy schedule at the time we were playing. We were having games every few days, so it didn't cause our players much good. Then in the league it just went from bad to worse. We took the lead against Liaoning, a very important game, but then we gave it away in the 22nd minute, and Bao Biao won it in the 74th when I was trying to go for broke and try and win the game. We're outclassed by another team that we really should have beaten, Tianjin. You can see they're above the relegation zone now, so I've realised that the best phase of the season is now gone. We should have been winning these games, but these guys just don't like playing away from home. Against Huaxa Xingfu, I got my first point since the big victory, and we probably could have gone all the way and scored, but we just didn't have our shooting boots on. And against Fully, a big enough team, we were thrashed hook, line and sinker there. They got 3 goals in the first half, and then our young man Peng Changming scored in the 90th minute, but that mattered absolutely nothing. And then against the champions in waiting, the game I wanted to livecom originally, Shanggang, I tried to put 10 men back in defence, but we gave away a corner in the 4th minute, and then when I was trying to equalise, they got their winner. And then in our most positive performance yet since the original victory, we got a big draw away from home to Renhe. Now, the stats show they were, they weren't as dominant, but I'll tell you what, they were all over us in the first half, and we were lucky to only be 1 goal down. But then I changed my tactic. I've noticed what is fundamentally wrong with the team, and I think I may have the solution. So when the second half came, we were getting far more shots on target, we were causing danger, and Peng Changming scored again, so that was great. So this is my solution. It's to get rid of the wide play entirely and to go down the middle in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I just felt that the players responded so much better when they were playing the ball to feet and trying to break defences down, whereas on the wings they just totally lost the run of themselves and barely did anything. So let's just take a look at what was the goal. So we want to look at the domestic league games, last 10. The goal assists, they've come in the centre. You can see nothing from out wide in the last 10 games. That's outrageous really. Like, as far as I can tell, that's goal locations. Goal assists, you can see we're really struggling, and just 2 assists out wide, and then 2 assists down the middle. I think that shows we're in deep trouble with that kind of goal glut. So it's just something I felt it's time to sort out, and I think the guys prefer playing down the middle instead. But there is a bit of transfer news as well before we get into this absolutely humongous game. It could decide the fate of the entire series if I get relegated and lose my job. The massive transfer out of the club was Chang Feia, who plays on the right wing predominantly, and he has gone to Shanggang. He demanded the move really, and it was a poor one on my part. I just couldn't convince him to stay, and when we're bottom of the league you can't really blame him. So he's done okay for them so far, but just frustrating that he got a bid during the transfer window. And even more frustrating was that the goalkeeper situation, not that it's an excuse, I couldn't possibly find a goalkeeper on short notice, since they're usually either on sort of watertight contracts and you have to pay millions just to get a bang average goalkeeper in this league, or they're just not good enough, or they're too young and I can't get them. So I've had to, rush my goalkeeper back into recovery, and in fairness to him, he has done a good job in his first game. Like he got an 8.2 in his first game, whereas in the other games the goalkeepers tended to do okay, but it just wasn't really good enough. So that's what my hope is now, that we have our goalkeeper back, and we can start keeping clean sheets, because that's one of our major problems. So the signings I have made, let me see, is it this one? Yes, this was the guy who came in originally when I joined the club, and he's had a very good start to his career. Kai Hui Kang, he has a 6.95 average rating, and he hasn't really let me down yet, apart from getting sent off, but even then he was probably our best player. So great signing from whoever was the previous manager, I forget his name. Then my own signings have been mainly to strengthen the defence and up front. So Anthony Golek gets the nod today. He'll be playing. He hasn't done too well in his games, 6.4 and a 6.9, but that was in the most recent game. So good stuff from him. And now the big signing, I've gambled on an 18-year-old Brazilian named Vitor. He came from Internacional for 650,000 euros. Now, why on earth did I punt on him when I had no idea of his core stats? Well, the big Portuguese clubs were all interested in him, and I just felt if he's that good, then he must be worth something for this league. And he got one assist in the last game, but he's yet to break the goal-scoring duck. But I'm proud that he could be a long-term solution for the club, or he can just be sold for profit if we get relegated. But if I get to stay, then he will be one guy I'll try to keep secure for future. And then Sun Ji was surplus to requirements at Guangzhou, so that was something my director of football got done for me, and he's proven pretty solid so far with a 6.8 average rating, right bang in the middle. So he's got a pretty iffy injury record, I'll say that much, but he is here and he wants to keep us in this league. So let's see if we can crack the code and get a victory at long last for the team. It's just not been good enough. I don't know how we've been so bad, but other players that deserve a little bit of credit, Ji Binghao, you would have seen him in the first episode. He scored against Shanggang. He also scored against Guangzhou in a losing effort, and he's been pretty good in every game he's played. You'd be surprised that Vladan Karadzic, my 70,000 euro or 60,000 euro per week player, is on the bench, but he only scored one goal for me in quite a few games. Yang Kuo, I think, is a good player as well. He was here since the start. Yeah, he's doing very well, and he could be crucial to our survival bid. Who's good? Uranga from Macau, not great in recent times, but he started off very brightly, and then I think that's about it. Yeah, there's not really much else to give credit for, really. We haven't been good enough all season, and now we have to take the ultimate gamble. If we lose this, we're down. I very rarely try to, release my pessimism to the world. I try and keep it to myself, but if we lose this, we are very much down. We've lost to Jiangsu in the cup, we've lost to Tianjin in the league, we've lost to Liaoning in the league, and Xingfu, we only got a draw out with them. So if we don't beat another bottom half team, we are positively screwed. So this is my tactical gamble. They are going out on the flanks of the natural 4-2-3-1. Let's just try and sort them out quickly. Wang Gang, Zhu Zhengrong, Piao Taiyu and Nicola Fortula. So it seems like these Super League clubs love to buy the foreign forwards. You can see he's from Serbia. But let's just see, he's not good, and he's not good. So if we don't win this, I swear to God, that'll be an absolute disaster. But anyway, maybe we'll go normal just to begin. Okay, so this is it. This really is it. My fate, the fate of my career and the fate of this, proud club is in the hands of these players now. We're gonna try, perhaps. I think we'll do a low cross strategy for now. And this is it. The crowd are really, really excited. They have sold out the stadium, and we need to show what we're. We need to give the fans what they want. They believe this club can survive, and it's up to me and the players to get the job done. So can my gamble of strategy pay off? Let's find out. Here we go, kick off, and it's Hangzhou to get that privilege, and we get the ball straight back from the tackle, but they'll be certainly pushing us hard in the early phases. Sorry about that. Here's Yoranga to Yan Kuo, Hui Kang, Ming Hao, Zi Hao. Go on, pass. Oh, he goes for goal. That's exactly what I needed. Great goal in just the 5th minute. Thank you, my son. Just what we needed. And as things stand, we will be a point from safety, but our opponents have a game in hand. So now, can we keep this lead? Oh, clear it. No, stay back. Good. Go. Counter. It's Chang Ming. Gives it away. Kuo tries to get it back. Here's Fortula to Wang Gang. Zhengrong. Oh, this could be a beautiful goal. Thank you, defender. Get it away. Oh, it's a feisty affair now, but a fabulous start for Shenhua, who really needed to get this game in their hands now. We're good on possession, so Vitor has sprained his wrist. That could be a multiple week injury. It's a tight game. We are dominant, but it's just very, very tense. This is what happened to me in the South African FA Cup semi-final. We were dominant, didn't make it count, and lost. So this is really everything for this club now. We're not out of the relegation zone yet. We really should be, but this is what we need to do. Not great. We're starting to get players frustrated. So we need to stay on their feet, and we'll just say we need to, guard against complacency. I'm sorry, guys, but this is the game that will decide our destiny in the Chinese Super League. And if you don't agree with me, then you don't really have a right to be playing in this match. But thankfully, it seems everybody has gotten the memo. So let's begin this massive second half. It's absolutely huge. Come on, get this win for me, and I promise we can get out of this mess together. Come on. So no highlight to begin the half. So let's get creative, try and break people down. Peng Changming is very nervous. I'm sorry, man. Just have to hang on in there. They have made a change. Is that for a striker? Yes it is. So come on, let's mark. Oh, it's a left midfielder. Okay, it's still warning, but we just need to get something done here, lads. Come on, a second goal would do us the world good. Let's shoot on sight now and maybe look for an overlap, because that's what we're doing wrong. I'd say we're not moving everyone in unison. So we'll make our second change very, very quickly. Wang Zihao having a fantastic game. That's fantastic. And then we might make a defensive change very soon, because we have 2 fullbacks on a yellow card, and that's very, very concerning. Oh, chance, and it's missed. So there's our second change. Now is the time. Push forward. We have to score now. I'm sorry, but I don't have confidence in these guys to keep a clean sheet. If I'm wrong, fantastic, but we just need something done, and done now. So I think we'll make this final change. Okay, it's going to be by Wefeng for Yoranga. Yoranga's not been as good, but man, oh man, this is getting tense now. We might stick to positions and be more disciplined. Take off, shoot on sight for now. Confirm. Oh god, this is unbelievable. It really is. We should have scored a long time ago. There's the league table if you want to see it. We are 1 point behind, but we're relying on a result in the next game against Jiangsu as well. That's a free kick missed. Guangzhou have had a shot, but it didn't hit the target. Here's Xinlin. Come on, anybody, get the ball into the net. Changming. Oh, that's a splendid tackle. It even stayed in play. No corners for Shenhua, that's for sure. Long, hopeful ball, not good enough. It's Tiangnan. Wang Gang. Come on, defend, lads. Oh, I thought that was a goal for Tang Nan. He has to be supervised as well. Tang Nan, or him, or something. I don't know. I'm not too sure. These names are obviously new to me. So, right, come on, win this game, lads. Win it, win it, win it. Here's Karadzic, maybe. Go on. Oh, it's a penalty. The most important kick of the season is here. We've lost a penalty shootout, but this could decide if we're going to push on and survive in the league. It's Yang Kuo! Yes! It's a goal! 2-0! And that is such a breather now. Tighten up time. Oh, we deserve this win. And this could be the strategy gamble that pays off. Thank you, boys. You've done this as, you know, better than I expected, but that's a chance for Hangzhou, and we are now off the bottom of the table for the first time since our 5 losses in a row, or however how dumb it was. But we've gotten the result against the poor team. They should be relegated for definite now, and this is their last chance. Wang Gang blocked, and that should do it. No more, referee, please, no more. It's Wang Gang, and that's cleared. We win again at home. Only the 4th time we have celebrated it as a collective since the start of the year, and only the 2nd time I have won in China, so that means a whole lot. My win record was previously 12%, but this means so much now. We've beaten the best team in the league and now the worst team in the league, but there is no consistency, and that has to change. We really, really have to get the team back into the safety zone, and it's a great result. We have time now to plot a similar result against Jiangsu, which will get us out of the relegation zone as far as I can tell, but we will keep you updated on any further results. But anyway, let's save the game and plan for what we're going to do next. Like, I skipped a massive chunk of the season, so we're not really too familiar with the players, so we will come back for the I think the Beikong game. That's something we could get a result out of, but as for now, my win record is improved. Vitor has to play through injury. I'm definitely spending the money on him. Hangzhou sack their manager, and that's probably the curtains drawn for them. They are not good enough anymore, and that's a pretty petty way to deal with the relegation situation. But Tianjin have to play next. Are they in good form? No, not really. They play Shanggang away, so we'll keep an eye on that. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and let's hope that the relegation nightmare comes to an end in a very, very quick manner. Bye for now, everybody.